I've got a few minutes here before I have to leave today. I got ready a little quicker than I thought I would, so I'd like to make a video here real quick to just admit something that a lot of people on here act like it's a bad thing. And what I want to admit is I want to go ahead and make an affirmation here that I am the Yankee Marshal, and I like pretty guns. I mean, I like guns that are attractive. I hear so often on here that the only reason to buy a pretty gun is if you want to show off to somebody. Did you marry your wife because you wanted to show her off, or were you attracted to her? People say, oh, ugly guns are more functional, or guns don't have to be pretty to be functional. Well, no, they don't have to be pretty to be functional. But if you have the option of both, why wouldn't you choose both? Why wouldn't you choose a gun that is functional and attractive? Like, this is a Colt Python, one of the most attractive guns ever made. But it's also one of the most reliable and most efficient handguns ever made, one of the best pistols ever, one of the best revolvers ever made. So you get both looks and performance. Now, you pay a pretty price for these because they're rare now, but that's not true of a lot of guns. There's a lot of Smith & Wessons that are beautiful and they're excellent performers. There's lots of SIGs that are beautiful and excellent performers. I always hear all the time, like, hey, my Glock is the best gun in the world. No, it's not. It's not even close to the best gun in the world. Glocks are excellent guns, and they're even better when you consider their price. But as far as being the best, they're not. As far as being the most reliable or the only reliable, they're not. I mean, they are very reliable, but this whole fallacy that they're the only reliable gun and that they're even the most reliable gun is just a fallacy. It's created through marketing and created through people who believe that marketing. People always talk about gun trials for departments and stuff. I've been involved in gun trials, 3 of them as a matter of fact. And I know that guns aren't always chosen on which one was the best performer. They're chosen on which one was the best performer, for the right price, with the right replacement policy, and which had the right people saying the right things to the right people. Because we have been told before, we're leaning towards this gun, let's see what we can do. You know, they're not always the fairest tests in the world, and they don't always go to the best gun. In fact, in the 3 that I have been involved in, Glock did not come in best, did not perform the best. But in 2 of the 3, it did get chosen as the duty weapon. So that goes to show you it's not always the best one that wins. But like I say, I just don't believe in that whole argument that if something is attractive, you're buying it because of a reason of wanting to show off to someone, that you're buying it for ulterior reasons. I buy attractive guns because that's what I like. I like a gun to be both effective and good looking. It's like saying, you know, I want him to get married, but I want my wife to be a good mother, a good wife, I want her to have a good job. So therefore, I wanted all those things, but instead I chose to marry a pretty woman. Why are those exclusive? If you have an option, if you have 3 women you're looking at, 2 of them fit all the categories and one's just pretty, or there's 4 of them and 2 fit all the categories, one's just pretty and one's just a good mother and looks like a horse, why wouldn't you choose one of the 2 that have both those qualities, that are a good person and good looking? So that's the way I feel about handguns. There's so many options out there that are both functional and attractive that why wouldn't I choose both for my money?